All right. Let me get the Discord going and we'll get started here. All right. What is up, guys? Can I get a mic check? All right. Cool. Cool. Does it sound good and everything? All right. Cool. All right. Let's check on the YouTube here. I've been good, bros. But if you want to, yeah, you just saw the message. Cool. All right. So we're live on live. All right. So I am currently long right now at the moment. Price dropped down, taking out this low. And it looks like it just went to there. So something to watch. Stop flashing. Oh, my voice is going out. Okay, so I went long here as it went half back into this balanced area here. Pretty much perfect to the tick. This account I didn't really get a very good entry on. This one I got a really good entry on. Already scaled out one contract. So now it's went back to here perfectly to this low here and is rejecting. So I really don't want to see it go past this doji here or else I'm going to have to go ahead and exit. Because of the volatility, I'm not going to watch the chat for right now, guys. If I look at the chat, it's going to be distracting. This is pretty fast price action here. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is make sure I clicked on that. And I'm going to measure this doji here. I just don't want to see it go past the halfway point of it. I would prefer if it touches and it bounces. It looks like ES bounced off of, this is a random red line, I think. So my concern earlier was that we might be in a broadening formation still, and it might attack the downside here. I think if we get through this balance area, that would be the scenario that takes place here. There's this one other little area here that could save it, but I don't think so. I think it sends it. Let's see if ES respected this balance area here, which it did, like to the tick. So I think we should be good. That's a pretty strong bounce at it. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and add on here. So the touch right there and the curl up probably would have been the low risk entry. It's kind of a little late now to enter into a position, I would think. It depends on if you're trading micros or not. In micros, I would say yeah, but in a full size contract, you'd be risking way too much. This volatility is what kind of like Nasdaq was like all the time before. When I got like really serious in the futures is right when we started making the turn at the top. So this is like the price action that I really like learned how to trade on. And I was like so scared of Nasdaq at first because of it. It was just so scary to me. Because of how volatile it is, and then I'm sure you'd have to risk. All right, so I want to be aware of this doji here. There's like a little trend form there. So I'm gonna go ahead and scale out. I missed it. There it goes. All right, I'm gonna take one off right there because what do professional traders do? We scale out, we lock it in. All right, beautiful. So I think that's, damn, I already bought 2 more evaluations. It's like my 1, 2, 3. This will be my 4th one I've got max profits on today. All right, so I got through the halfway point of these dojis. So now it should go automatically to the half back of this area here, which I'm going to take the higher time frame level and see if it matches up with the lower time frame level. And that's why you scale out right there. So now I can re-add if I wanted to. I don't want to, but if I wanted to, I could. So now I'm just checking to see if these line up relatively closely. Like, I want to make sure that they do, which is very close. It's like a tick. So when I see that, it gives me more confidence in it. All right. In this situation, you can use a trend line. You can tell it's respecting it. Use trend lines when they work. Like when they're working, use them. When they're not, don't. But as we saw last night, I made that post because it was just such a perfect example of trend lines just working beautifully. And I'm sure I didn't look at the comments on my Twitter post, but I'm sure I got attacked. I tagged ICT in it. I said, huh, Mickey Mouse, huh? And I'm said, but it beats all your strategies hands down. Weird. I wonder if I'm sure he didn't see it, but I'm sure his little minions attacked me for it. If it touches a trend line, I will probably add on to it here, and then it will reduce my risk a little bit. And this one's not such a good entry. So we're getting to like the last hour of the day, right? It's gonna be a short stream. I'm only gonna stream for about 30 minutes here. If we zoom out, we have that balanced area there, right here. And then we have, I don't think it filled that gap all the way last night. No, it did. Never mind. Okay, I thought I remember one of them not filling it all the way. Yeah, ES still has a little bit of it, that gap open just a little bit. But I still think we're in that like thank God it's Friday kind of situation. But it could be like this, like we rallied up into the beginning of the morning and then it fell off at 1 p.m. Pretty much the exact same thing it's doing here actually. And look at that, guys. It's almost the same, like in terms of like when it reverses, same time. Because there is still another gap lower. I didn't think we would attack it today, but it's definitely a possibility. All right, so we broke that trend line with some oomph to it. Bouncing off the half back area. Didn't hit it before. Get ready to exit though, if it pushes down anymore at all. Another example why you got to scale out. So I'll bet this is the SMC soup here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so NQ took this high here. ES did not. ES double tops. It's a little baby one, but it still counts. All right, I'm going to exit right there. That was my out. Okay, so now it's probably going to drop like a rocket here. I'm going to use one time framing to go ahead and enter. So by that, I mean, I'm putting my stop right above that previous candle's high and just take the bet that it's not going to go back above it. That way I'm not risking very much at all. ES is kind of leading to the downside here. Broke the half back. You know, so I'm not going in full size because my confidence isn't like super high in it yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like, yeah, this 100% or anything like that. I think it's going to start continue to one time frame here. We need to watch this little double bottom. It looks like it's trying to form here. All right, I don't like this. I want it to just go. I don't really want it to consolidate. There we go. Just bust it, bro. You know you're going. Just go. Thank you. Get it. Because if it consolidates, a pullback's likely, which would be normal and healthy. All right, I'm gonna get out there. Because the longer it takes, the higher the chances of a pullback here. Yeah, see how it's starting to flash a little bit there? It's probably gonna go right without me, but it is what it is. I'll just do the same thing again. Like I didn't take a loss, and that's how you can do it. It still hasn't broke one time framing. There it goes. So that's why I exited. Because you can see, like, if we think about market phases, right? Price goes down, stopping action leads to retracement. Okay, let's see here. We have this low here, there. Possible area. And we have probably like the half back of that. Should be another possible area here. Which it lines up with the bottom of that one pretty much, pretty close to it. ES has already hit the bottom of it. It's like this area right here. Which that's that low right there. So 1, 2. If the next candle is down, which it looks like it's going to be, I'm going to go ahead and enter. As soon as it breaks that candle's low, I'm going to go ahead and enter. All right, here she goes. So you got 1, 2, 3. So it's really this next candle. Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna have to like break it. It's not supposed to open up at the high like that, but maybe the volatility caused it to. All right, there she goes. Yeah. Almost. I don't like the structure of this reversal though. To be honest with you guys, because it shouldn't. This third candle here needs to open up on its low. So I wouldn't be surprised if it pops up again. Okay, and because of that, I'm gonna be a little bit quicker to scale out here. Take one off right there. Get it, boy. That's how it's done, son. Fuck around and find out. All right, beautiful trade. So I think that is, no, it's a second trade, right? Yeah, so I'm trying to track them, so I don't remember how many points the first one was. I'll just keep the track wins and losses. So 2 wins, 1 little loss. Okay, so now I would like to add onto this again here. If it's going to come back up near my break-even price. And now we can use a trend line, right? So we can put a trend line from here to here, and it should be pretty trustworthy at this point. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add on there as it comes into there and rejects. And I'm just switching between the accounts. Like, you don't need to copy trade. I just switch. It's really not that difficult with TradingView. It's just like it takes 2 seconds. As long as your internet speed doesn't suck. Sometimes it can cause it to fuck up. All right, so now I'm feeling pretty comfortable. I can read the chat. Yeah, go ahead, ask away, man. I'm feeling pretty comfortable now, so What's wrong with the Discord? Alright, I'm gonna scale out there. Beautiful, guys. Beautiful fucking trading here. Beautiful. This is how Nasdaq used to be. I know I already said it, but this beautiful ass fucking price action that's easily readable is how it used to be all the time. So beautiful. See, they say trend lines don't work. Like, what the fuck are they smoking, man? So 1, 2, 3. This is the 4 touch. If it comes back up again, it's going to break it. Just FYI. I should have added on there, but I was kind of like behind the ball there. Okay, so I need to get that other area on my chart that I was looking at earlier, which would be the halfback of the full swing there. Should be there. So it's probably going to dump straight to here, I would assume, pretty quickly. Okay, so I put the top of this area here and then the halfback of it. Can you explain the underlying logic behind the mentorship? Like what I'm doing. So, like if you think about anything that you're usually trying to learn, you have an instructor that does it with you, and you like do it with the instructor. The instructor shows you how to do it, and you guys like do it together. That's what I'm trying to do. Yeah. So we go through, we trade price, we break it down. I think trading is about making decisions and learning how to make those decisions in real time. I don't believe you can learn it through a course, a book, a video. I believe the only way to truly learn actually how to trade at a high level is to immerse yourself in it and then do it with somebody that knows how to do it in real time. Yeah. But I can't explain my strategy right now. If you want to join the Discord, even the free version on Tuesday, I can talk to you about it. But this is live on YouTube. I don't want to let my strategy loose. But yeah, so I'm just teaching you how to trade, answering questions. It's like 30 hours of streaming a week or something. Something crazy like that. Insane. All right, so we've had 4 touches here. This next touch is likely to break it, so we need to be careful here. And then look at and see what it's coinciding with. Like, is there a low over here that is important? Is there a balanced area? Let's go to 3 minutes. So we don't get shaken out either, though. All right, so I'm going to put a line on these lows just so I'm aware of where they're at. Make it like a different color or something, like red. Okay, and then I want to measure ESs here because ES is a little bit running a little bit behind. So it did just half back it there. So see how these like the 4 touches will coincide with an area of interest that may cause a reversal, right? Um, I'll see if it works, but if it pushes up through it, yeah, see, it's like fucking clockwork. You can make a whole strategy just based off of that alone. You could just fade the 5th touch. Probably do all right. What it usually does, and if it's really still bearish, is it will just pop up and then make a new trend line, and then you just readjust it, and it'd be now 2 touches. People say they suck and blah blah blah, but I just don't think they understand them. So every strategy sucks when you don't understand how it works. It's not really a strategy though either. It's more of a tool. All right, so this one's done. I can't make any more money on it. This one I can't. Okay, so I think it just made a new trend line there. All right, I'm not sure. Right when I entered, it kind of like popped up there. See how this one's different from the rest of them though? Okay, there we go. Beautiful. All right, scale out. lock it in. I bought some Bullnox accounts, but I have a hard time with NinjaTrader and the Rhythmic Mobile sucks. Yeah, so the way I use that, man, is I with Bullnox, I'll like put the because it has a browser app, right? Yeah, so I'll just like make it little, and, like put it off to the side, and then I'll use TradingView for my charting. Yeah, Ninja sucks, and the Rhythmic browser app though, it may not be very fancy, but it does not fail. Like I've never had it not work for me ever. And if you do it off the side, and if you have a Android phone like I did, I would just use a split screen on my phone. And again, make it like really small compared to the trading view chart and just use it for order entry. But chart, you can't chart on the damn thing. There's no way. Yeah, so I can only make $200 more on here. I don't know, I might buy a couple more evaluations. I don't know. I wish Apex didn't suck, man. Have any of you guys had any experience with them lately? Or are they still glitching out and like going to shit all the time? All right, so there's your break, your trend line. Now I want to wait and see what it does and kind of zoom out a little bit here. It's still aggressively, see how it's flashing downward there? It wants to go lower. You can tell by how it's flashing there. See how it like flashes upward, but it's not going any higher. That candle's open right there, and it hasn't gone any higher since like pretty much the opening push of it. So whenever you see that, it's usually an indication price is going to go lower. If it starts flashing and pushing up higher, there it goes. Now it might go higher. All right, so this doji right here, that doji is where I'd like to re-enter short here. And I want to look at the higher time frame kind of trend line here because they're working. So we're gonna use them when they work. Like it works really well right now. There's no reason not to use it. All right, so I'm just looking for a touch of the bottom of this here. I'm not really looking for it to go all the way into it. I just want it to redeliver, fix that little area there. All right, I'm gonna start with one contract and I'll add a second if it pushes. Never mind. That's way too far. I never add on to losers. It's something you will rarely ever see me. I used to have a really big problem with it. Really bad problem with it. So I finally broke myself of it and I'm like not about to go back to it. So I rarely ever do it. So I'll take my like $100 loss here if it pushes through this black line here. All right. So it's 3 wins. One L. Okay, so now we're at half back. Let's get this right. It's not correct though. There we go. All right, I'm gonna enter. I don't want to enter yet. It's one time framing up. And you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles in a row now. It's towards the end of the day. There's a lot of indications it could push higher here too. So 1, 2. I want to enter if it 3 breaks this low. 1, 2, 3. You can start counting when you're doing the candles. It makes it a lot easier. Hearing a lot of denials. No. Yeah. So they are still denying payouts. That sucks, man. I was hoping there it goes. I should have entered right when I wasn't paying attention though. And when the volatility's like this, like you saw, I was at like I think I think I had $300 more left, so $1,500 profit. So that one small loss there, because it pushed up so fast, you can really take a big loss pretty quickly. It's pretty aggressive here. So I don't like how we'll give it a moment here, but the way it's like flashing upward here is getting pretty nasty looking. Nah, I fucking missed it. I saved my stop there. So I think it might still work here. I think it's just trying to reach this stupid trend line. Oh, thank you, Viv. So there's the trend line touch. Let's drop down a little bit here. The volatility is so high, you gotta drop down until it gets to a reasonable level. So we got 1, 2. That loss kind of whacked me pretty good. All right, 1, 2, 3 down. I want to see it break this trend line though. And that's a good example of it. We even went through a balanced area to get to a trend line. This shows how powerful they are. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and enter there. Yeesh. It's really, it's super volatile. Yeah, yeah. If I see it in time, yeah, I will. All right, so like if it breaks like down here a little bit more, I'm gonna go ahead and enter because it's now officially like broke that trend line. We had a failure swing. It's just ES is seemingly looking. I think it's trying to go half back here. So of this little doji, but you know how NQ hasn't gone any higher since that first push, while ES has been pushing up. We have a double top here, but it's back inside that trend line. I want it to be outside of it when I enter. Preferably it double tops up here. That would be good. So see, ES is still pushing up. NQ's not giving back nothing. All right, so there's the halfback touch. Now I want to see a double top right here. Boom, there it is. All right, I'm gonna enter short right there. But I do understand that this is really high risk, right? This entry is super high risk. You have price moving up at a quick pace. Like there's a lot of reasons why there's more reasons why it could fail than it could work. But this is a setup that I often take, so um, I'm pretty confident in it. If ES will stop moving up, that is. It's consolidating at the top, which is what we want to see. There we go. All right, I'm going to take one off there. So this is one of my favorite setups right here. It's a new setup I came up with. It's called the SMC soup. I'm not going to explain it on here because again, we're on YouTube. But fire takes advantage of SMC traders. Bait them. You're about to see the explosiveness of it right here. Any second here. There it goes. It needs to first like stop moving for a second and let the SMC traders get in long, and then blast their asses. Watch them get trapped. Hey, stop there for a second. I think that might have been enough to trap them. We'll have to see here though. I don't want to share it on YouTube because like a lot of your guys' mentors used to follow me. Like there's like several of them that are pretty popular on YouTube now and Twitter. So I don't want them. I'm pretty sure they still watch my content. So I don't want them to steal my shit. Okay, so beautiful. I should add on here. I think I'm going to. I got to get off the 15-second chart though. It's too fast. I don't like it. Yeah, I just got a lot of practice. That's all. I did a lot of failing, so like a lot of failing, a lot of blowing up. I didn't really have anyone to really like follow really like when I was learning. So there's like videos and stuff, but I didn't have anyone to like directly learn from or mentor me in any kind of way. No one I could like ask every time I asked a question, they were rude as fuck to me, like mean, or just like respond with a one word. Now I get why they were like that. At the time, I didn't get it. I was like, "What the fuck is this dude's problem, man?" I'm just asking him a question. Now I get it. He's probably overwhelmed by it, but after like the second dude was rude to me like that, I was like, "Fuck this shit. I'm not asking no one anything no more." The first dude I asked about like asked him about when I first discovered ICT. I asked like, "What is the win rate on fair value gaps?" I don't know, just test it. I was like, Jesus, dude. Um, I have an issue with trading minis, so I'll do like 7 to 8 micros. You trade with minis. With E, seems like they can blow your account pretty fast. Yeah, I have several different rules set in place that help me mitigate my risk. Scaling out is one of them. And you guys notice yet my stop never gets hit like I always save it. You guys see that yet? So that's by design, right? It's not a coincidence. All right, so we have that low here. I want to see it. I don't think so. It's already. It might actually, but it's already crossed the midnight opening. This morning, that was like a beautiful power 3 setup for sure. Yeah, so there's. I think it's. I think it might. It might go to balance here. I'm not sure though. I'm not sure if it's going up or down. I'm not. I haven't really quite figured that out yet. While I like to predict price action, I'm quite good at it. I don't always need to either. Like as long as I know where price might be going above and below, that's all I really need. But I think it's going lower here. It's doing the same exact thing it did yesterday, pretty much. Um, like time wise, it's moved the same time, exact same time. But to the micros, mini things, there's nothing wrong with trading minis, man. Or I mean micros. I've had several clients of mine that do really well with micros. It just depends. A lot of it depends on time frame too. If you're trading on like if you're not dropping down like I am, I say anything above like a 1 minute, you're gonna have to use micros because you're gonna have to risk a lot more. I think like the average trader probably risks 20 points or so on Nasdaq, where I'm at like 6 to 12, 6 to 10, usually not more than 6 though. A good rule of thumb is like a 50K account. You don't want to risk over $250 and then so on. So 10% of your drawdown should be your risk. That allows you 10 losing trades in a row before you blow up, which is like with trailing drawdown. Obviously, it's less than that, but That should do it. I'm gonna go ahead and exit right there. I gave back a good amount of it. Because I already had scaled out, I would have liked to scale out lower, but I didn't have a chance to. All right, so let's measure this push down. And I want to see how it reacts to the halfway point, which we're right where we're at right now. So I'm gonna start counting the candles now. One. Never mind, that's busted. Looks pretty bullish right here. Let's put a trend line on here and see what's up with this. Feel like I'm missing something here. But I think it's just going back to this trend line. See how trend lines are working incredibly well today? Some days they just work amazing. But you gotta watch the 5 pushes that was we saw there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 busted it. Back to the larger time frame trend line. So we can use that little doji there, which I should already been prepared for. All right, trend line touch. 1, 2, 3. If it goes below that candle, I'm entering short. You never want to enter on that first candle, although it's tempting. Your win rate's gonna suck because it's one time framing. It is more likely to continue than end most of the time. All right, so now, and then you can see like in a second if it pushes up here, it's gonna become bullish just because of the candle counting. So you got 1, 2, 3. All right, the next candle, if this candle closes up, it's most likely going to go up. If it closes down, it's most likely going to close down. It's going to go down. So I'll watch the time here and look and see how it's about to close. Although it does have a nice little curl on it there. And something I'm not doing, which I need to be doing, is looking at the same thing on ES here. Because ES is the leader. ES is like the boss. Like it's got NQ on a leash at all times. It dictates what NQ does most of the time. All right, I enter short there. Stop goes just about there, and there I'm only risking like 6 points too. So it's definitely even possible in this volatility to keep your risk low. You just have to balance the information. We're always getting information for risk. Like you're always trading. More information, more risk. Less information, less risk. It's always a balance there. Al Brooks teaches that, and definitely worth watching that guy's videos, man. All right, so probably, yeah, it's breaking up here. It's here. This area looks suspicious to me. Yeah, beautiful kind of W shape forming here. Right back to that high again. This drop here was really fast though. So we'll see what it does here. So NQ took the high. ES did not. Noted. Again with it. All right, I'm gonna enter short here in any second. As soon as this stops one time framing. We have a double top on ES here. No, it's broken. Okay, so now it's straight up bullish now. All right, let's go to the 3 minute, figure out where price is going to the upside. And then this will be my last trade here. So I think this area is a good area of interest here. It hasn't been served half back. It doesn't have 3 in a row though, so nah, it may not be a decent area of interest. That doji there though just keeps I keep looking at it, keeps catching my eye. So there's something in my eye, something I like about it for a short. I'm not really sure why. Some of it's just intuition. I'm gonna enter short right there up that doji. See if it'll come back down to here at least. See, I didn't wait for the 1, 2, 3 thing. I should have waited for that. I'm gonna save my stop. Because even when you save your stop like that, you're still saving yourself quite a lot of points because of how volatile it is. When it hits that market order, it's going to push through it, and then when it finally goes through, it's going to add on 3 to 4 points. So it's just better to save it, even if you wait till last very second. Okay, so it's going to this balance area right here. But I definitely think it's bullish here. It's at the end of the day. You have 30 minutes left. The gap's filled to the bottom to the lower side. Let's count the touches here, though. So 1, 2, 3. I think it's this one. It's like this. Yeah, here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the fifth breaks it. All right. Look at ES cracking up. So this area was really aggressive down. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to redeliver, but we have a half back to balance trade probably going to play out here based off of this drop. And we just need to fix this here. That's extremely bullish. It just went right through half back to balance like it was nothing. All right. So when I see something like that, then I can be like a little bit more positive with the bullishness of it. So 1, so 1, 2. So this probably won't break this candle's low, I wouldn't think. Now I'm gonna enter long right there. I just counted the candles there. I went 1, 2, knowing that this is a 1-minute candle low, and that we've been one time framing up on a 1 minute this whole way, and is more likely to continue than to stop. So that's all I was doing right there, was just estimating that it's just not gonna stop one time framing. I need to scale out though. If it comes back to my break even, I'm gonna go and exit. All right, let's go to the 1 minute. Look at this real quick. Yeah, so there's the 1 minute candle low. I'm gonna try it again. There's a bigger balanced area though right here. Eh. Nah, I don't like it. Now that I see it on ES, I couldn't see it before. Alright, if it breaks that candle's low, I'm gonna go ahead and short it. I'm gonna use this candle here like a above and below kind of setup here. Above it, I'll go long. Below it, I'll go short. And just keep my bias out of it. The fact it broke through balance here is really bullish, but the fact that you do have a balanced area here on ES, but it's already been served up there too. So, but you do have a double top where NQ took its high. So then you have my setup there. All right, with the ES going lower here. We got 10 seconds left on this candle. NQ not really going lower though. All right. It faked me out there. Yeah, I almost pushed buy, but I didn't. So beautiful trade. Cha-ching. See that? That's my setup right there. Fucking love that shit, man. Just works so fucking well. It's just an incredible setup. when it triggers, it just like sends it, because SMC people see the double top and they start buying. As soon as it starts forming, they see a double top even form for a second. I know because I used to be like straight SMC trader. If I see a double top form anywhere, double bottom, I instantly start wanting to fade it. All right, let's drop down and look at this here. I don't like how it just touched the exact top of that area. Right here, I don't like how it touched the top here and bounced. That's bullish. Beautiful. Okay. Prove me wrong, bro. I'm going to exit that and I'm done, guys. Any questions before I get out of here? Yeah, it's super fast right now, man. Yeah, it does come fast. Yeah, you can use it on any time frame, man. You look at all reversals, they all usually are like, if you count from that first one down, it doesn't matter. They all do it because it's all fractal. So anything that exists on one time frame will exist on another time frame the same exact way, which is the most confusing but also amazing thing about price action. It's really hard to wrap your head around, but it's quite amazing. So, ugh, I think you fucking pop a trend line on this bitch and ride it. Write it down to here at least. Then these old trend lines, you want to leave them on your chart because they're being back tested a lot of times lately. So if you leave them on your chart, you'll see them get touched like it just did there. See that? Straight retail as fuck. When I first started seeing this, I wouldn't even say it out loud to people for a long time because I was like, no way, I don't know. I had to see proof. A lot of before I'd even say it out loud. All right, I'm gonna go and exit there. I'm done. That one was just too easy. Yeah, but you can see here, like, when you start counting, like, 1, 2, there's your third candle. It opens up on the high of the second candle. Fourth candle's there. 1, 2, that's a big reversal. But, like, when it, I guess it has to be, like, more like a continuation more than, like, just a straight reversal. So, like, 1, 2, 3, breaks the third candle's low. It's likely to reverse. It's really just waiting until one time framing stops, man. I think that's also gonna save you a lot because imagine if you start shorting in here. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in a row. Wick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 in a row. So a 250K account, no more than $250. You never want to have it be a monetary value though. It should be based on where it should go. Try never to do that. Like I see people using bracket orders. For one, your stop needs to be where it should go, not where the dollar amount is. Hide it behind something that you think will support price. Beautiful move here. Beautiful. That's a SMC soup for the win, man. Crush them motherfuckers. This got smoked. Yeah, so and in that case, that means you need to adjust your position size based on where your stop should go. If I know I have to risk a whole bunch, I'll enter one contract. To minis that when I trade micros now, I feel like I'm not trading anything, but I wish I wouldn't have done that. I probably would have saved myself a lot of money if I would have just traded with micros to begin with. So is this 3 taps? It's a wrap. It kind of looks like it to me, man. You got 1, 2. It is a little bit too big though. We'll see here though, like that. See if it holds here. If it holds and reverses and breaks this trend line, yeah, I'm gonna go long. That's a huge one. That's gonna be savage if it plays out. And then, like, you notice I put my stop here, but I'm not gonna let it go down there. Like, unless I like it goes too fast, I'm not paying attention. Like, I won't allow that to happen. So I have an emergent. That's for emergencies. That's not where my out's like below that candle. Yeah, yeah. For the most part, yeah. Bitcoin's even easier on that platform, man, because it's so much more volatile. Like, you only need like a candle, right? Like, let's say you're trying to double your money per trade. You really only need a candle or two, man. Like it's just it's easy as fuck. Yeah, I'm starting to get mentally tired. It's been about 30 minutes here. I think it's a three taps as a wrap here, guys, which is this is a huge one. I don't think I've ever seen one this big. So you get one, two, three, connect these, and now this one will be the biggest one. It's like you could call it like three humps or something. I don't know. There's other people have a name for it, but I never saw it before. I just noticed it one day in price action. It's probably the biggest one I've ever seen. If it can get past that green candle, it goes. Yeah, there it goes. And that just sent it. All right, and then I'll like risk to like right there. Maybe a little bit low. It's bad entry though. I'm gonna get stopped out. It's a horrible entry. I say that because like I entered right as it touched that wick's high, that wick low right there, which that's a balanced area low. So it's likely to come back to some kind of balance before it goes up, which is usually going to be halfway of this move here. So it's probably like right in this area here, so 20-ish. Here, we'll just see if it plays out. I already passed like a bunch already. Yeah, $900 on the bounce. Yeah, no, it's no joke. I love this shit though. I trade so much better in this than I do choppiness. I can't stand that choppy New York session price action, man. Gives me anxiety, it stresses me out. Cause I'm like I'm not risk adverse, but I'm not willing to take big losses. So that choppiness just like eats my soul apart. It just tears me up. So ES took that low, guys. See that? And NQ did not. There's another one. Jesus Christ. Damn. Shit's on fire right now. I probably said too much already, dude. I swear if I see this on someone's fucking video, I'm gonna snap on them. I will snap on him, man. Not really, I wouldn't, but I would still be like, he's a douchebag for stealing my shit. Come on. Come on. Yeah, it's going. If ES will stop going down, that is. ES is kind of rolling over here, though. Wonder what it would be reaching for. And then that should put it at least to halfway of this doji here. At least, at the very least. It's a good scale out area right up there. Oh, but I was gonna show yeah, so like on Bitcoin here, man, it's just like I don't know, like I'm sure you've seen me do Viking. Like it's not hard at all, dude. To double your money, it's even easier than it is on Nasdaq. So um yeah, you can really just use one time framing, dude. And uh like I do trade the same way, but a lot of time it's more intuition, dude. Like it's the same though, because I'm still looking for areas that need to be redelivered. Like I can see here that it needs to go up to right there to that close, so 944. So I'll just buy it if it doesn't get there before I buy. The only thing that sucks about this platform is that it's like you have to front run everything, like or else it won't, because it takes a second to load. So it's like you have to front run everything. It's super annoying, man. And Bitcoin works a little bit different. Like these little areas like this, like I'm not sure if it's balanced, and then it goes over balance a little bit. So you see, I got 585 on there instead of 5, so 71. But it just needs to fill in, like it literally just needs to fill in the imbalance. Like it just needs to go into there. Sometimes it will go there, but it just needs to fill into there, and then you'll see it do it all the time. Um, I caught the low of the move earlier doing this. This move right here, I caught this just by looking right here. It went to fill this little 3 candles in a row. Anywhere is 3 candles in a row, it comes right back to the top of it. Came right back to it right there. Nah. All right, guys. So I think I'll end it there on the high note. Yeah, I was like 99.9% sure it's gonna work. So just because the 3 taps is a wrap, I've seen it so much in this move. All right, so if you guys, this is like a really important thing to understand. So instead of fair value gaps, instead of all that bullshit, think about candles in a row. So if we go to a 1 minute, like this has to be redelivered. One, it was extremely fast. Two, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles in a row. So no one in their right mind bought on this move down, right? So that's like the definition of unfair delivery. If no one had a chance to buy or no one was willing to buy because price was doing something irregular, then CME's redelivery system clicks in and it makes it happen. Because if you think about it, like how many contracts would that take to make price move up to there with all the trading activity at the end of the day here, end of the week? I think that would take a lot of contracts to make it move. Who has that many contracts? The motherfuckers that own it. CME owns it. They have unlimited contracts. Like they own the product itself. Like they are the product. So I think they're the only ones with the power to move price like this. So I think they have it set up to redeliver price. And that's why you don't see liquidity runs work very well. You don't see fair value gaps. You don't none of this like predatory behavior taking place. It's not predatory, it's actually the opposite. It's helpful. It's just trying to redeliver price right to where buyers last time they bought. So that way buyers can have a chance to buy in this area that they didn't get the chance to the first time. Because if you're an institution or someone that wants to buy, you're gonna wait for price not to be doing that shit. So now they're getting that second opportunity to buy that they missed there. Right? That makes sense? Yeah, it's being recorded, yeah. Rant over. I know I still see all right, that's max out for profit. I still see people even after I've explained it to them 1,000 times, like there's a liquidity run. I'm just like, oh my God, dude. Like, what do I have to do? But I guess it's just, you get brainwashed after a while. It took me a long time to break it too. All right, any more questions? Going once? Let me see if YouTube has any questions. Yeah, there's a recording though, so you can watch it. Yeah, I do. VP, yeah, I do go live every day. Yeah, I'm talking a lot because I'm trying to trying to get as much information and value as I can. I would prefer not to talk as much, honestly. But I don't know, I hated watching quiet ass live streams where dudes they're just sitting there quiet. It's awkward. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. No, I don't do that Viking because I'm so that's just a way to mitigate your risk, right? So there's different ways to mitigate your risk. You can move your stop up, you can trail it, you can a lot of different things you can do. But I mitigate my risk by scaling out. So by scaling out, I can no longer take a loss once I scale out. Like I'm more likely to take a gain than anything, depending on where I scaled out at. There's another one, dude. Oh no, never mind. Um, yeah. So if I exit at 1.5 R and I took 1 R off, how many R's do I have remaining? Plus 0.5 because I took 1.5 off. It cancels out each other. Yeah, but I don't think it's a good idea to. I've tried it, but it's hard to do. And plus, Nasdaq's really whippy, whip you out of a trade and then go right back how it was. But you could, if you could figure out a way to. You could use one. I would do it if I could code one time framing to do 1.5 candles. I would love that. That would be cool. Because then you could just code it to go 1.5 candles below. When it's one time after like 4 candles in a row, have it just trail it like that. That would be cool.
All right, so I maxed out profit on all these.
Yeah, so that's I don't know, 8,000 or something like that. And then I made a lot trading Bitcoin today too, I think. Let's see here. Oops. It's this is the right one. Go to leaderboard here. D6CC. I don't see it. Oh, I'm signed in on the wrong one. Hold on. That's why. I was like, what in the fuck? I was like, I made all that money today, and so yeah, I made 1,500 today on Bitcoin as well. Yeah, 35D6 DC. Yeah, D6CC. Yeah, right there. Who is this motherfucker, man? He comes in every day and beats me by just a little bit. It's really pissing me off, man. I've been in, like me and this dude have been going rounds on the competition. All right, guys, I'm out of here unless you guys got some questions. Oh, you're right. Weird. Okay, I didn't notice that. You're right. You're right. Good looking out, bro. He traded a lot too. That's a lot of trades, man. My win rate's pretty good. Yeah, you guys have a good weekend. And I'll leave the recording as public so you guys can watch it if you like. Peace out, guys. Take it easy. Get some rest. All right, YouTube, you guys got any questions? No? Hey, Earbros, you have are you in my Discord, bro? Anthony, why aren't you in the Discord, dude? Everyone does not like that. Jesus. Like, you guys should be in the Discord for the grandfather price and of $5. So Marvin, you'll just use this link right here, and then you can either join for free or you can just go ahead and pay. So the people that are on there for free get to join the streams once a week, which has been Tuesday, but I'm gonna change it to Thursday, I think. Yeah, so Thursday can go for free just to, like, check it out. And then the chat, I also post in the chat a lot too. So, but then you have to pay to come to the streams every day. Since I am trading like 30 hours a week on stream, it's a lot. I have to pay people to help me manage the Discord. Like this, I'm just now getting to where I'm paying them from the revenue from the Discord. But yeah, you just click that link, you sign up on WAP, they set you all up. And if you have any problems, just you can email me or whatever. Um, I wonder why Ambrose isn't in my Discord and why Anthony's not in my Discord either. Maybe it's a different Anthony. Alrighty, guys. I will catch y'all later.